YOLO. Hey guys, I hope you're having a beautiful day. The dog that I want to describe to you today is Ella. Come on, Ella. Hi. Hi. Ella is a very, very special dog. She is a mix between a chocolate lab and a blue heeler. When I first met Ella, I'm not sure if you've ever seen the video. When I first met Ella, she was petrified of me. She would not come near me. I knew that it was going to take quite a bit for her to trust me and to feel safe with me. Having said that, I want you guys to know a lot of people, when they go to an animal shelter, they want to get the dog that is so excited to see them and jump all over them and stuff like that. And people often ask me, how do I choose a dog? And I believe the dogs that are the best, the most loyal, just overall from my experience, are the ones that don't trust you right away, that you have to earn their trust. Probably same with people as well, you know? But anyways, my ADD can really make me go all over the place. So Ella, having these two breeds is for her specifically, she is the most high energy dog I've ever had in my life. She does not stop moving. Ella, she does not stop moving. We can run for miles. She could be playing all day. There is literally no amount of activity that will tire out Ella for more than a couple minutes. I've never seen, and I've had a lot of dogs, and I do have a lot of dogs, I've never seen a dog with so much energy in my life. And I do believe a lot of that has to do with a couple things. One is, I believe that some of her energy comes from anxiety, right? So dogs have different ways. Look how beautiful, real quick. Dogs have different ways of letting out their anxiety, right? Some of them shake, some of them bark, some of them can get aggressive. There's a lot of different things that you see dogs do to release anxiety. Ella doesn't do this anymore, but for the first several months, actually, for several months, people thought it was cute, but the truth was it wasn't cute, because I knew why she was doing it. For several months, in order for Ella to release energy, she would chase her tail in circles. And like, it was like she had it was like nuts, like zoom, zoom, zoom. And when she would grab it, she would really bite it. So I knew she needed more exercise, more attention, and I had to kind of distract her from any time that she did that. Not say no, because I don't want her to feel like she was doing something wrong, but to show her an alternative way of doing something, right? So when she would do that, I would be like, look, tennis ball, and play. So her amount of energy, I was actually nervous about it, because such a hyperactive dog in a pack that I do my best to keep calm and collected, I was afraid to interrupt it. But luckily enough, we created such a bond. It takes time, right? It takes time. But I don't think, I say out of the pack here, there's a handful of them that truly depend on our relationship, on me. Not just because I feed them, but on our love, And Ella is one of those dogs that like loves me so much that I know that neither of us could picture our life without each other. And the reason why that's important in this story is because she is so hyperactive, because she is so nonstop, she also, because she trusts me and loves me and hopefully respects me, she also listens to me. And the blue heeler is a very smart dog, an extremely smart dog. It's a herding dog. And the chocolate lab, boy, I mean, I think I told you stories about Bo when he was a puppy. If not, I'll tell you in the near future when I describe him. Come on, guys. But my goodness, there are so many stories. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because I'm looking for the Bo all of a sudden. There he is. Bo, let's go. Sorry about that, guys. I really just had such a brain fart. Anyways, so Ella is a good lesson for people, in my opinion, on several levels. One, if you're gonna get a dog such as a blue heeler and a chocolate lab, especially that mix, it is likely, not 100%, you always get those, you know, random stories where you just have the chillest puppy and the chillest 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, but probably for the first 4 or 5 years, sometimes longer, but probably for the first 5 years, you're gonna have a pretty hyper dog. Blue heeler, a little bit less, especially if that blue heeler, if he or she has a job, right? They're very much herding dogs, and a lot of times you see them wind up at the shelter. We're actually probably gonna rescue one from this woman pretty soon because she believes that the blue heeler is attacking the cats. Now, a dog is either going to attack or it's not, right? If you don't have a lot of experience with dogs, it's very easy to confuse attacking and herding. Attacking and herding. Now, doesn't mean that herding your cats or herding your dogs or any animals, doesn't mean it's not going to scare them, right? Doesn't mean it's a reason not to worry at all. Part of your job as a pet parent is to protect them at all costs and protect their feelings as well. So if that's creating a lot of fear and you can't get that dog to stop doing its job, now that's the key. How do you get a dog to stop doing its job? I can't tell you that answer because I wouldn't do that, right? So that probably takes someone else or a dog trainer, but I would never suggest anyone getting dogs with very specific jobs unless you're going to give them that job. So Ella, part of the reason why we have the relationship that we do is I believe that she is so grateful and thankful to be able to have the freedom that she has here. I mean, this sanctuary is for every dog, every age, every breed, every animal. But man, is it perfect for a dog like Ella, a dog where she could just roam, be free, let out her anxiety while also getting the love and attention that she does every single day. So I would say Ella is one of the closest dogs to me out of the pack. Now maybe I should reverse that. I'm closest to her out of the pack. I have a beautiful relationship with every single one of them, and I'm grateful for that. But like I said before, Ella is one of the dogs that needs me. I think that, for example, if Callie went into, I'm trying to think of other dogs that would as well. Maybe if I'm being completely honest, I think Callie and Bo are probably the only two dogs that I have that if someone was to babysit them for me, they wouldn't wonder too much where Dad is, maybe because they know I'd be back. But the rest of the dogs really depend on where I'm at every second. They have such a strong relationship with me, and a big part of that reason, I'll get into that part later. I want to get into that another day because I don't want to go on and on about this. So we'll probably just edit this part out because now I'm rambling. But again, Ella has come such a long way from where she was. I'm very grateful to Family Dogs New Life Animal Shelter, Tasha and Justin, to know that we could provide Ella with the home that we're providing her with. It's very important for animal shelters to really know the type of situation their dogs are going to. And our situation is one that's perfect for a dog like Ella. So if you're thinking about getting a blue heeler or a chocolate lab or like Ella, a mix between the two, just remember, high energy, working dogs, good training from the beginning, I believe would be mandatory if I were you. It would be very irresponsible of you to get this dog and kind of let it do whatever it wants. Because if you let a dog like a chocolate lab or a blue heeler, if you don't let them do their job, and if you don't let them get out their energy, and if you cage them up and leave them in a kennel, you know, that way of training, it's going to lead to pretty bad behavior. I just want you to know, I'm not trying to scare you, but I just don't want anyone, you know, these are the things, part of this video is to get people to avoid taking their dog to an animal shelter. So I just want to prepare you. It's a lot of energy, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't get the dog. Maybe this is a good time for you to be outside and be running and doing whatever it is that you need, right? If you're in a wheelchair, wheeling, like there's nothing that should stop you from getting out, exercising your dog, playing fetch, walking, everything. And if you're gonna have a high energy dog, which we have a lot of, so I'll go over this quite often, you definitely need to be prepared to do that, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful day.